Hey, welcome 2019. And no, I'm not drinking alcohol. This is just sparkling cider, but since it's New Year's Eve, I figured what might as well. But hey guys, it's your girl Cecilia and welcome back to another video today. And so what we are doing today is my 2018 reading review and 2019 goals. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be telling you guys basically how my reading went for 2018, show you some stats, I'm going to list out every single book I have read, and then I'm going to go into my 2019 goals. In the description down below, I will have timestamps of when I talk about each section, so if you don't particularly care about a certain section, you can just skip to that part of the video if you want, if you would like. Yes, I'm going to just jump right into this. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So 2018 was actually my best reading year I've ever had. So my goal for 2018 was to read 60 books, and I beat that and exceeded that. I read 70 books in 2018, and that made me so excited and happy. 70 books is a lot of books. Of course, some are graphic novels and comics, but still, that's amazing. I have read about 17,000 pages over those 70 books. My shortest book was The Queen's Army, which was a novella, which was at 23 pages. And my longest book was Eragon, which was 754 pages. My average length was about 259 pages because I did read a lot of mangas and graphic novels. My most popular book I read was The Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban. And my least popular book was Spectacle Volume 1. And my average rating this year was 3.6, which is average. Like, it shows that I rated a lot of books 3 stars, but I don't think that's inherently bad or anything. The highest rated on Goodreads was Check Please, with a 4.58 average rating. So that was it. I didn't have a lot of goals for 2018, but basically my only goal was to read 60 books, and I passed that. Other than this section, I also kept my own Google Doc where I tracked a lot of different things, and I'm going to put up different graphs and stats up on the screen just to show you what kind of reading I did. So I had different things. So one of them was a goal fulfillment, where I tracked how many start of series, standalones, and continuations or end of series I read. So I read 22 standalones, 21 start of series, and 27 continuations or end of series, which is about even across the board of everything, which is not bad. I do want to read more, of course, continuations of series and less starts of series, but still pretty good. My page size, I had 5 books that were under 100 pages, 4 books that were between 100 and 200 pages, 12 books that were between 200 and 300 pages, 18 books that was between 300 and 400 pages, 4 books that was between 400 and 500 pages, and 4 books that were more than 500 pages. For the average age category, some of these categories, I forgot to say at the beginning, don't include the graphic novels and mangas that I read because it was just hard to track and hard to evaluate. This for age category, I read 25 young adult novels, 13 adult novels, and 5 middle grades, which is weird because this year, I do remember one of the loose goals I said was to read more YA, because last year basically everything I read was adult, and now basically everything I read was YA. So I would like it to be half-half, and then middle grade just kind of whatever I want to do with middle grade. So I made a different section this year and put diverse books and diverse authors, and I wanted to see how those were. So for my diverse books, for the diverse books and the diverse authors, these do include my graphic novels and mangas. And so for my diverse books, 39 of the books that I read were diverse in some way in the actual book form. And what I meant by diverse, it could have been had a main character that's a person of color, or a main character that was on the LGBT spectrum, a main character that was disabled, stuff like that. Just, of course, just more diversity than just everyone's just white cisgender male. 28 were very white and very cis. That's why I literally categorized it. And 3 were NA, which either they won. When I put NA as in they didn't really explain if the character was diverse or not, if there was like no description on the person or if there any of these things. So I put NA as in like I didn't have enough concrete evidence, basically. So for diverse authors, 26 authors I wrote were either were white, cisgender, male, or female authors. And 19 authors were either people of color, LGBT, or disabled. So that's, I would like it to be the other way around. I would like to read a more diverse authors than just, again, white, cisgender, male / female authors. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. You'll see that for my 2019 goals. So for the categories on genre, I did not put graphic novels or mangas into this category, but I read 17 fantasy, 4 historical fiction, 6 contemporary / literary fiction, 2 nonfiction, 6 poetry or books that were written in prose, 5 science fiction, 1 thriller, and 1 book that was was in between genres. That was my entire everything for 2018. Now I want to get onto my 2019 goals. I have reading goals, channel goals, and personal goals. My personal goals are like 2, so let's get into this. All right, so like the biggest reading goal of all time is basically like your Goodreads reading goal. So what am I going to set it this year? I'm going to set it at 75 books. I know I can get to 70. I want to see if I can get to 75. Each year at about the end of June, I always reevaluate my reading goal and see how I am, and sometimes I make it go higher, sometimes it makes it go lower. Last year I made it go higher because I was originally at 52 books and raised it to 60. So I feel like I'll probably raise it to maybe 80 or 85 depending on how well the first half of the year goes. I also always have a few individual goals, usually about 5. This one goal was the exact same I did last year, and this goal I failed at, and it's finished 5 series. Last year I only finished 1 series. Well, I technically finished 2 because I finished the Selection Trilogy and told myself I wasn't going to read the rest of the series, so I technically finished 2. The second one is to read 10 diverse authors, at least 10. Of course I would like to read more, but at least to read 10 diverse authors. Next one is to read 10 books over 500 pages. Like you saw when I went through my statistics, I only read 4 books over 500 pages, and I definitely want to read more. Just sitting next to me, I have like 3 books that totally would fit into that category, and these are not all the books I own, so I need to read more books that are longer. I also have read 10 adult books just to kind of boost me to read more adult, and read 10 realistic fiction. As you saw, I'm normally like go towards more unrealistic fiction, and what I mean by that is like stuff that is not set in our world, so like fantasy and sci-fi and stuff like that. But I want to read more books that are realistic fiction. And what I classified as this would be, nonfiction, contemporary, historical fiction, and mystery thrillers. So those and those genres be fit for that. But those are my reading goals. My channel goals. I would love to get to 800 subscribers. That is my overall channel goal. I am currently at, I think, 138 when I'm filming this video. And I'm so happy that I've gotten 138 in the last 2 months. That it makes me so happy. I also have more channel goals. I want to consistently upload. I always say that like I'm going to upload this much, and then I don't upload for like a week. And I need to get better at finding time to film and better editing and just all of that kind of stuff. So that is one of my goals. I also want to do a few series on my channel. Like as you saw, my last video was a tags with a twist video, and I want to create more of those. I have lots of ideas, and so I want to do one of those at least once a month, but maybe more depending. But yeah, those are my only really channel goals that I have that I would like to do. I have one personal goal, which might sound very weird, but my personal goal is to stop eating in my damn bed. I am one of those people who always eats in their bed, I don't just eat in my bed. I eat in my bed, read in my bed, sleep in my bed, of course, do my homework in my bed. I do literally everything in my bed. And I need to not do that. I have a desk now, because back in high school I didn't have a desk, so I didn't have any other choice. So I need to stop doing everything in my bed, and I need to start just using my bed just for relaxation and not for doing everything. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it. happy 2019. I am so excited for this year. 2018 was a dumpster fire. We're just gonna forget that this year even happened. But I am excited for what next year has to come. I will see you guys in another video. Goodbye.